Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more FTB Skies 2. I am Towkn, and today we are going to work on getting another, or not another, a wither killed. Yes, that is the main goal for right now. And that is mainly because we want to be able to get blaze rods a little bit faster, and I don't know for sure if I could go find a blaze rod spawner fast enough to worry about doing that. So, plus I would need to set up a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Anyways, take this fancy thing called a magic bane that I made. Come over here and one shot that guy. Got a magic bane. So right now, if I press this right with the iron ingot and the gold ingot, and then of course there's some music going in there. So we're gonna fly over here and talk over here, so we don't have to listen to that. The magic bane again. You have with the two Enderman drops a nebulous heart, and then a gold and an iron ingot. You can make the magic bane, which increases its strength with each enchantment, has a higher chance of getting reliquary drops. Reliquary item. You can see, however, it only has 32 durability, but we did have that axe that had mending on it, so we went ahead and took mending off of it to put mending on it. And so now we have sharpness 6, bite 6, unbreaking 4, mending, severing 4, which gives us more reliquary drops, and capturing 4, which gives us a chance of getting spawn eggs. So, with all of that, if we hover over it, it does 33.5 damage. So even things like these horses and stuff with 20 damage die in one hit. Yeah. And even the beetles and starbunkles and all of the we can get rid of in just one hit now, which is pretty good for us. Anyways, we got over here. We have a bunch of these fluffy plants that I made just so that I can get a bunch of feathers, because you could take it's 5 or 6 of these. I think it's 5, and turn it into a silent gear fluffy feather, and then you can turn that fluffy feather into a regular feather. So I did a whole bunch of that so that I could make this thing over here. There's no easy way to get to it yet. But anyways, if you look down here, ouch, that hurt. We could fly down here, and we have these. So those all push all the way over to there. And there's the 2 on the sides that push into there. We haven't put a thing over here for experience yet, but yeah. Anyways, and then we I went and got the magma cube spawner. So I could put it in right there. And then I put a bunch of sugar on it for the delay of the sugar, and yeah. But yeah, we now come over here. You can see we also still do get all of this stuff. Ooh, we got a nice one here, 5x3 area. Stuff like this would have been nice to have in my stone block one, right? But it didn't ever want to give me those tools. Um, but we were mainly needing to get these molten cores. The rest of this stuff will all end up being what I did with the other one. I can show you what I did with the other one. So I went ahead, and because I can make steel inside of here, right? We can make steel in here. I went ahead and made steel so that I could make some item pipes, as you can see here. And if we come over here, you can see there's a bunch of stuff in here. I have this set to save some of the bulk items that are take forever to get out, but I could just flip that switch. If you look at this, you can see, of course, gunpowder. I don't have it to save. For the leather straps, apparently. Fine, I know I don't have the bottles to save either. Once it gets through that, you can see it just eats the rest of that stuff up. Go like this, click on this, you can get rid of music disc. But I could do that, and that'll do that, so that saves pretty much all of the other stuff in here. I have this one here simply just so I can easily come back and check on some of this gear and see what it is. But in order to get to the next stage, so if we Control T to get up to the summit stage, which will, now we can't even click on it to see what we get from it, so we would need to slay the wither. So the wither itself, we can make a thing to, oh, there's another thing down there. Actually, if I go in here, I just type in disk quick, we'll probably just turn off all of the music discs and be good with that. The fairies up there, I don't know why they're no longer visible. Wait, why did it escape a bunch? Probably accidentally hit E. There we go. Yeah, so the fairy's no longer invisible for me for some reason. I don't know why. But we now have these molten core drops. We can go like that. Get a lot more blaze rods, which is the main reason for that. Okay, perfect. Then we throw those in there. Throw this up there. Perfect. I also, I'm sure you noticed, expanded the enchantment a bit more, went ahead and did some more of those, and then made a couple of infused ones, and then made a couple of glowing ones. That is why we could get such high enchants. Now we get up all the way up to 57 now. So amazing there, right? Um, so on the note of making the wither, I was gonna think about going into Power to try to upgrade that so we can get our battery because it's about half right now. Fine. We do have a lot of these to go through as well. So if we go gearing up, like I said, I did did this, gives us a bunch of points and experience as well. So go like that. Apparently, there's still some more in gearing up. Oh yeah, the almost scrapping, which actually I kind of wish I would have looked in here because I made more. Honestly, just apparently got those. Side of food. Because we got some blaze powder, it unlocked all of the potion stuff, and we have gotten instant health potions already out of the one thing. We made regeneration ones. And then, of course, this is telling us we could increase the duration with redstone. Do whatever to make that. And there's still something. Still, where are we missing? Oh, yeah. Didn't even realize that was down there. I made this market. That was where I got the seeds for the fluffy stuff over there. And then I went ahead and made this. And what are we getting here? Ooh, stack upgrade for my backpack. That would probably be useful if I could put it in there. I don't know if I can. And then boom, we got a basic to gold tier. Yeah, but yeah, I went ahead and made the configure drawer lock and linking thing so that I can lock all the drawers. Then later on, we can link them up. So they're all locked, everything. I also, sure you noticed when I ran down here earlier, expanded this down, a little downstairs section, and expanded that down there. And yeah, okay. Let's go ahead, take these tomes of scrappy. Actually, no, we'll put these right there. We'll open this up and put the tomes of scrapping in there. If we hit B, do I have another? I do not have another backpack slot, so I cannot put the stacking upgrade on it yet. So throw it in there. And we will come over to one of these where we will throw all these potions that we don't care about, we probably will never use. I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna go like this, use this one up, and we'll throw that on there. Boom, perfect. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and throw that leash in there. I made those leashes things there to pick up animals. But anyways, we have gunpowder that goes down there, glowstone goes up there, redstone goes there, and then the last thing, bone meal goes right. Okay, perfect. I'll come out here. Next thing, resource generation. So yep, because I went and got that one spawner. Got that. It gets everything in there. First materials, we got the blaze powder. Probably everything in there. And getting started, I made the auto hammers for that. Come over here. This, I moved all this stuff over here. Went ahead and hooked up the gold one of that. I was thinking about putting this on the side of that so it also feeds it, but that's a lot of work. This still works. So you have gold one that feeds this one. This one will break down. It puts gravel in here, and then that gravel goes through. Same thing here. Uh, Cobblestone to gravel to dirt to sand, and then one that just goes to dirt that just stops right there. Did not make one for dust yet. I don't know how much need dust really. We'll determine that later. I made this an iron, or I think I made an iron one before, but we put an iron stack upgrade in there so we could start actually stacking stuff up much higher. And then I expanded this so I could put pigs over in one, sheep in one, chickens in one, cows in one, and then haven't decided if I want to put all the other crap inside of this one. I added a crusher right here so we could do this. Oh, at some point if I want to, I now have a bunch of crushed netherrack that we can either bring over here or we could expand this and make more. I probably should have built it facing the other way now that I think about it so that I would have room to expand it down that way, but yeah. Okay, so if we come over here, we click on this now, there's apparently another disk, but it didn't show up when I clicked it. Disk. That's fine. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take these down here and put these clocks in here. And we'll go back up here where we can break that. So these ones are different. You don't really notice it too bad, so we can throw those there so that when we get another stuff like that, we can put it in there. Of course, I could always move the diamonds and emeralds into there at some point as well. And yeah. Anyways, the thing we need to make the way to kill the wither is if I click on this, we're going to click on this, we're going to type in @mob. Another music disc over there I could hear. So if I click on this, click on that. We go in here and you can see there are right here the tinted glass. We have tinted glass needs 1 dark steel for 4 of those. Currently have, just for being out and about, 5 dark steel, right? This is a dark steel? Yes, that is. Okay, so that is the dark steel. So in order to get more dark steel, though, we press R on this. As you can see, we can either get it from looting, or we can get it from alloying steel and obsidian if we had a foundry from Oratech, which we are nowhere really near doing that because there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. We would need a lot of nickel and some other stuff to do all that. Of course, it would be useful, but the biggest thing is we need steel as well, which is a whole nother process added to making it. If we go like this again and we just press R, there is the alloy smelter from Ender IO, which just uses iron, coal dust, and obsidian, or iron, coal, and obsidian. So if we click on here, we can see what we need to make an alloy smelter. Need some iron gears, some furnaces, some iron, obsidian, and a void chassis. Well, the void chassis is the thing we don't have, which is just iron and that. So we come over here, grab a stack of iron so that we have the iron. We come down here and grab a crying obsidian just because we don't want to waste the obsidian. Then we'll come over here and grab 4 of those grains of infinity. Then come up here, press, or we'll click on this, click on this, click on that. There we go. Then if we press U on that, click on the iron gears, go like this. We need 2 of those. And that should, oh wait, we need the furnaces. We have 4 furnaces. 1 in there. Apparently I had a void chassis in there too. Didn't realize that. I was actually, I think I knew I made one because I think I was going to do this before and then ended up not doing it. Yeah, but we could then bring this up here where our power is currently at. But it right there, we do need a, whatchamacallit, put in there, a comparator? A capacitor. So this one has a base, and then it has a burning energy generation modifier. So I don't think we necessarily need that one. We do have another one, I think, somewhere. Yes, here we go. Base modifier. You know what? We'll take that one. I don't know if the burning energy. I don't know if it's. Yeah, whatever. I don't know for sure which one of these is actually going to be. I'm pretty sure the other one's better, but this one has a good base modifier. We could throw it in there. And if we click on this, we hit output on that, and it will start putting that in there. So then we just need obsidian and coal. I need to break that so I quit getting caught on them. So if we now go ahead and grab our 9 obsidian and 18 coal, right? Because we needed twice the amount of coal. Now, run all the way back over here. Click on this and go boom. Just to be sure, we're going to go like that and take out this. Like so. There we go. And that will give us some more dark steel. I don't think it's going to be nearly enough for what we actually need. So I'm pretty sure we're going to need to take a lot more obsidian. But while we wait for that to do that, we'll just run over here and sleep through the night real quick. And then we will, because we need a lot of that glass, right? Because we do a 4 by, or basically a 5 by 5 on each side. So that's going to be like 25 for just the top and bottom. So that's 50 there. We have 14 times 4 is a number, right? So 14 times 4 is 56. So that's basically just the top and bottom right there that we have. We definitely need, means we need more obsidian. How do we get obsidian easy? We click the right button here. And we click on this, and we click on that, we click on this, click on that. So, a couple ways we could get obsidian is that if we had some water essence, we could straight up do that. We could make this thing. Yeah, we might actually have one of those, but we still have to mine it. So we could mine it. We go over here. There's a tempered jar. By putting lava into a tempered jar and chilling it, we can get obsidian, which we could absolutely do that because we do have this here that basically feeds this jar. And yeah, so we could take this down, right? Go like this. Take that down. We will need to make a pipe for fluids. So we're gonna need to make a fluid pipe. So if we go in here, I'm gonna go A on that so it goes inside. PIP. So do that. Make a fluid pipe, which is gonna be 2 buckets of redstone and iron. Apparently we don't need steel for that, so we can just put that there. Put 2 buckets and a redstone. We already have the iron on us. We can here and click on that to make fluid pipe. Sweet. Then with the fluid pipe, what we could do is we can put it right here. And then we would need a way to chill again, right? So on here, this is going to be the annoying part. So we click on that, we go to here. Need a way to chill it. So we either need a bucket of powdered snow or powdered snow under it, ice, packed ice, blue ice. Blue ice, I believe, is the only one that doesn't melt normally. Or the aqueous soil, which we can get from a Dugonia, which Dugonia, we would have to do some of that stuff, and I have no idea what this sulfire is. That would be one way of getting it that would honestly be better, easier than trying to do ice, because I don't know. If we go in here and say blue, actually hit B and not C, blue, type ice, can't I? ICE. I wonder if I tipped ice. Or if I, yeah, if I tipped on ice, if it do anything. But anyways, blue ice is 9 packed ice. 9 packed ice is, get ice essence would be quite useful. Or a frozen core from a snowman. Okay, okay. Or crushed pack ice. That. But let's see, what else can we get packed ice from? We get it from chests. We can get it from an ice spike enderman. Wandering trader, according to that, we could get it from that, but we already know that that's not true because the wandering trader, or not, it's not even wandering trader, that's just a trader. I don't even know which trader that is. It's not implemented. We have no idea which one it actually is. That says wandering trader, but probably aren't. Workbench, bulk washing. So if I had ice, I could put ice, 1 ice to get 1 packed ice. Bulk freezing, same thing. Compacting, that, that, that is, so yeah. So I think though, yeah, if we go in here though, if we click on ice, can we get ice essence easy though, is going to be the question. Don't think so, and I don't think we have any ice essence in our thing. Right? No ice essence. Okay, good. Okay, so we would need to find a place that's frozen then in order to do that. And do we have anything that would be like that? And wait, can we not get ice from wait, we get ice here. Water, oh, because we would need a chilled thing. We get ice, we should be able to guess. We can get ice from an extractor if we can get a blue ice. So if we can get 1 blue ice, we could continuously keep getting blue ice. So we would still need to get that 1 blue ice though. We can figure out how we can get one ice. Well, actually, we can get one ice by right clicking on water with that. So we could probably set that up then. Let's try and figure out how we make a more tempered glass again. So we'll click on here, go like this, go in here and type in tempered glass again. That's going to be blasting or putting it on a can. I think we'll do it. We could molten glass to glass panes is this. I think the easiest way is going to be taking another blast furnace, which is going to be iron, blue stone, and furnace. So we have the iron, right? Yep, we have the iron. We need 3 smooth stone, which we do have down here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, and then we just need a furnace, which we do have over here. So if we go like that, we grab this, we click here, click on that here, just throw this right here. That is just going to be putting, again, glass panes inside of there. Okay, so that's going to be pretty easy. We go grab some glass. Do we have, I don't even know if we have glass panes, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it with 12. That's going to be much easier. That's going to give us like 32, right? So we go like this. Here we go. Boom. Give us 16. Put that in there like that and start that. And then we'll come over here and grab a stack of this. Yep, you can see on the radar the wandering trader spawned over there. But we go in here and then throw that in there, and that will start making some more tempered glass once we get some of that. Because I know we still have some, right? Maybe somewhere. I don't know where we might have had it though. Don't know if I put it on here anywhere. I don't see it upstairs, and I don't see it down. We have some. We should have 2 more somewhere. I don't know where it is, and I don't feel like doing a big check. We'll check in here again. Don't see it though, so whatever. But once we get 7 of that, we can also grab some. We're gonna need a cast iron, right? Which we have one right there. Grab that, bring this over, go boom, there we go. Click here. Click on that to click this. And then if I open this up, right? I'm trying to remember where I might have put stuff. I think we got that entropy rod thing or whatever it is, right? From whatchamacallit. Don't remember for sure if we actually got one of those or not. I think it might have been a different thing that we got. That nope, that was a flux. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking it was a different one, different rod thing we got then. So we would still need to make that. But if we could make that, we can make a thing for cooling down. I could put like that right there, right? Let's go ahead and grab some slabs. That if we are able to make this rod, which is probably a big waste of time right now, I probably can't make it. I can put slabs down right there. And we'll be able to click on it if it changes from ice back to water. And yeah. But if we do that, we could do this. Okay, so let's go like this. And we need, in order to do that, Okay, so we'll press U on this. We'll click on this. We need something to make it freezing again. So if we click on ice again, we need this thing here, the entropy manipulator, which we click there. And ooh, we need a lot of stuff for that, sadly. Shoot. Shoot, like I said, I think it was gonna be a waste of time. So if we um grab our compass, right? It's just somewhere. How did I lose the compass? Let's see, hit B. Nope, it's not on there. Did I put it in this one? No, I didn't. Put it in this one then. Yes, it is. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay. So right now, this is looking at a weeping wheel. So if we go in here, let's go ahead and type in ice. So there is an ice castle, possibly an ice spider den, and an impelled icebreaker. Let's click on ice castle and see if there's one of those. Not too far away. It's 2,000 blocks that way. Let's type in ice again and check for the ice spider den. Oh, that's far away. Way too far away. And then try ice again and see where the impaled icebreaker is. That's even further. Okay, so if we go here and type in snow, there's snowy village. Nope, too far. Small snowy island. There's one of those even closer. I think that's going to be the closest one we have. So if we go in here, we will probably need to get this refilled to go get it. So we'll get this refilled, and then we'll go out to that island and see what we can get, what we need out there. We either need some powdered snow or some ice. So you can get powdered snow, though. I think that's going to be the better thing. So we'll grab our buckets. And we will need, I was going to say, we will need, if we get ice, we will silk touch, which we do have. Because I put silk touch, I took it off the one thing and put it on our other pickaxe there. So let's do that, and I will be right back, hopefully with some snow. And we're back at the house. So I went there. There's a cryomancer on that island. I whacked him a couple times with my magic bane, but best news ever. If we come over here, we press B. Got a bunch of snow, but there was packed ice on there. Not only packed ice, there was blue ice on there. I can now put that there. That will say it is chilled. Means I could then go like this, right? And we can put that there. That will fill this up with lava. And then I'm thinking what we could do is since we don't really need this this other thing on here anymore for right now. We could go like that, take it off of there, and put it on top of here, right? It mix, that'll make the one obsidian. I'm pretty sure just went into my, I'm not sure where it went. But let's go ahead and go grab another chest real quick, which we have over here. And we can grab some of these where I go like this, and we can press U on there to make an oak drawer. We can put top of there, And that'll put obsidian in there. And that'll keep doing that, and that keeps making obsidian for us. Sweet. Sweet. So now we have basically an infinite supply of obsidian because we have an infinite supply of lava. Kind of. I mean, it's slow. It's slow overall, but it works. Not as fast as this thing right here. It's just like choo choo choo. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, let's get up here. Let's go to sleep. And then after we go to sleep, we'll jump out of our bed, run out here where we can run over here. They're going to go grab the locking thing first. So we'll lock that in place there. We're also going to lock the water in place in that one, even though it doesn't really matter. Then we could put that in there. Upgrade on that for no reason. We got this random thing right here, which we can. I'm going to throw it up here on the dirt one. That could keep making some more dirt. We'll have a lot of dirt. Okay, anyways, 36. That gives us 37. We got 30 there, so let's go ahead. 31's really the max. No, 32 would be, right? Full stack of coal is going to be 64. So if we do that, we can run this all the way over here. Click on this. And you know what? I'm going to grab that other capacitor and see if it's actually any better, right? I don't think the base modifier is just how much power it can have in it. So like that has 3,000, whatever, 300, whatever. If we put this one in, okay, it added some weird thing there. It could have basically the same thing. It added whatever that is. But now if I go like this and we say coal and iron, I know for sure if it's faster or slower. Either way, we can start getting 32 more of those, which should give us enough of that. We got some cognition from something that I found, right? I was just like, you know what? Let's just grab that. I don't remember how much a bucket of it is, so why not? Oh, yep, we're getting all that experience in there. Let's look in here. What do we got? Anything decent looking yet? Probably not really, because yeah, you know. Oh yeah, that's basically again. I think I told you the reason why I kept this spawner up was just for being able to see all of that stuff. But once we get our dark steel over here, which I mean, I think we're going to need at least all of this, so we'll just let that run and we'll try and figure out what else we needed to get, right? Also click on Wild Hunt and come down here, get whatever this permafrost shard is. If we press U on that, it could be used to make a wing or an ice staff. Oh, we can click here, turn off pig step, even though pig step is pretty awesome, you know. We could add that into there. But yeah, click on here and click on this. We are going to need coal, glass. So we're gonna need a lot of glass as well. So let's go ahead and grab some of the sand we have right here. Toss some of it in there. Need coal in there, so let's grab some coal. Yeah, we have plenty of coal. We're not worried about that. We'll throw that in there. And the sand. There we go. Just to keep getting some more of that. Books that we found while we were there. We got a Frostwalker book, which is whatever, right? We have an Icy Thorns book. We found an Endless Quiver book, which is actually pretty good, right? And then a Knowledge of the Ancients, which is also extremely good for once we no longer need items. Yeah. Then let's just go ahead and put that in there. Throw some of this other stuff in there for now. Yeah, transistors and stuff. We can bring some of that over here. Transistor. Actually, we have resistors. Now we have transistors, right? Capacitors, and then now we have. Okay. So that's that. We have some of this weird stuff that's like spinning around. Got our buckets. Got the ender pearl. We have our fluid pipes, which come over and go right there. We got snowballs. We got two. I just went ahead and grabbed a bunch of those too because no reason. Out of there. So yeah, we'll just leave those there for now. We got some other stuff, some more amethyst, some more of the uh, gold fragment stuff, and some more raw brilliance. That there. Put that there. Amethyst. We put there. Let's go ahead and put this compass in here. And we'll just throw the snowballs in there along with it. Imperium down. Yeah. And then we'll come over here, grab glass. Oh, hey. Pyromancer showed up. He, again, doesn't have anything useful other than possibly that. Possibly that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go boom, boom, boom. Get that new skill point that we apparently just got from that. Okay, anyways, we did get one for magic for... Actually, if we go in here and press this... Okay, so the Wild Hunt didn't actually have one for killing the guy. Yeah. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so we have a ability to reset our skill. Well, I don't know why you'd ever do that. But yeah, welcome to Wild Hunt. Yeah, I didn't actually click on that before. Okay. Anyways, we hit K. We have 1 point in here, which we are just gonna go ahead and click back to max mana. We have a point in athletics, and as you can see, we are getting pretty close to finish or filling out athletics. Right? Yeah, zoom out. There's nothing else. And then we go over here to melee, where we can throw one down here, and the next ones can go into extra looting, which would be nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab that glass out of there. We come over here and grab the rest of that, and then we needed coal, so we grab a bunch of that. Let's grab our coal. So we'll grab a bunch of coal. It's more than we need, so fine. So the rest of it can go inside of one of those. So let me click here, click that, and get 64 plus 44, which is probably good enough. Good enough, anyways. So we'll go in here, and we'll just come back here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5, right? Because you need 3 by 3 to spawn the wither, so we're going to go with that. I am going to go grab diamond wand that I have over here somewhere. Or the diamond stick, I guess, the construction stick. We're going to go like that and that and that, so that we have that 4 tall, right? 1, 2. No, it's 3 tall right now because, yeah, we don't have that. So it's technically 4 tall. But we do need to go up 1 more. As we'll put the base down. Like so, right? So you have the base, then you have the walls, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 tall. We need to go up 1 more. Just because we want to make sure he doesn't somehow accidentally clip and fly out top and start shooting explosive things over that way. Okay, so we go like that, and that's all we had. Darn. Because we're out of glass. Okay, so it wasn't the other stuff. Okay, it was because we were out of glass. So we go over here, grab that, click here, click there, go like that, and that'll give us 20 more. Perfect. Come over here, put that there, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4. And then we have that. So now we can just run in here ourselves and everything. So we have everything we need for the wither except for skulls. We're gonna need wither skulls. I didn't think about that. The withers, the soul sand's actually pretty easy. The skulls, however, are going to be a bit harder. So we might need to go into the nether and see if we can find a wither skeleton spawner. I have broken the rest of the ones that we had, and I don't want to do everything it needs to be to fix them. So if I click on this and we click on this, we have plenty of power. Let's just go. Actually, I could drop some of this stuff off that I don't really need, right? So we don't really need the coals. Don't really take charcoal out of there. Don't really need that. That in there, and that in there. Perfect. So we don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. The wrench I will put on the wall. That I will put away. Should not need this sword, but we will keep it just in case. Don't need the stick. Don't need the shovel either, but yeah. So then this dark steel can go right there. And the wrench go back up there. Yeah. So let's head back into the nether. See if we can find ourselves something. So over here we have something bad. We got something over here I haven't been to yet. So we are going to go that way. And that other place over there is one of the cataclysm bosses that I believe was one inside of whatchamacallit, which one we did. All the mods 10, the one that like took me out multiple times. I think multiple of them took me out multiple times, but you know what I mean, right? You know exactly which one I mean, I'm sure. Oh, hey, look, we had a green guy just spawn over there. Yeah, but yeah, we also have soul sand here. I just realized, yeah, we have soul sand here. Now let's go ahead and see what we get in here. We have a efficiency, other stuff. That is whatever it is. And then we have a soulbound and a purple item, whatever. And here we have a caustic copper. Yeah, that definitely sharpness and whatever. We have smithing upgrade, enchanted golden apple, a flawless brawler's gem. I mean, we will take that just because that max health is +8 max health. Some quartz, some gold, some other stuff. Steel dust and a fan upgrade. We will go ahead and take the fan upgrade, even though we don't really need it. And then we'll get some more of that. Oh, hey. I didn't know there was ancient debris in there. But yep. We are also getting absolutely lit up by that fire. Anyways, we click on here. There is another music disc that I think I need to mute real quick. That one right there. This ignores durability, core stuff, whatever. Here's full sand. What I am thinking though is this one here that has that. I could hit him. He'll come over here. And yeah. We could just go ahead and kill these guys for now. And yeah. Sadly, I didn't get a backpack off the one that had the backpack ability, although they are very loud and annoying. Anyways, what do we got here? Anything good? Some magma cubes. That's about it, really. Nothing else too great. Here we got some ancient debris and another brawler's gem, a crimson nihilium stuff, and whatever those mushrooms are. There is a spawner up here for piglins, right? We could break that and get a piglin spawner. And we come over here and see what we got over here. Some ancient debris. Okay, we got a purple guy spawn down there. I mean, I know I'm completely lost track of what we came for, but there is a thing over here. So yeah, had to stop. See if we could get good stuff out of it, like this shredding blaze bow of the predator with mending on it. So we'll take that, even if all we're taking, even if all we do is take mending off of it. But we also got some more quartz smithing templates, and yeah, those are always useful. There is a magnet thing there, another smithing template, some more iron stuff there. What do we got here? Just an osmium pickaxe with reactive. I'm not that worried about that. There's another blast furnace, which go ahead and take as well. I'm gonna turn our magnet off real quick, actually. And yeah. Okay, so then if we come up over here, there's just, oh yeah, these two things here, which have some more blaze gold, steel sword sharpness. Nope, don't care about that. Oh, there's 3 on that. We will take it. Um, that's really about it. Actually, no, netherite dust. We need to look looking for that too, don't we? Another magnet in there, which is lets you picks up items next, 5 blocks away. Okay, sure. That one's got sharpness on it, which we don't care about. And then netherite dust and some of that. I don't remember if there was dust in any of these other ones, though. This one here, though, did have a block of iron we do take because that's just useful. Um, yep. I had a feeling I was going to run into that. But I just want to run back here and just double check and make sure I didn't miss any of that netherite dust, thinking, oh, it's just dust, and yeah. Okay, we'll come over here first. What do we got? We got some more blaze gold, some frying obsidian. Efficiency is whatever. That there's a ooh nice fluix shovel to sand. Breaking sand converts it to sand, or breaking any of that stuff converts it to sand. Shift right click, select a target. But yeah, that's just whatever it is. That's bows, draw speed, tools, mining speed, and boost dodge chance. So we're not too worried about it overall. We will grab another blast furnace though, because why not? Gold, that, some this, some more ancient debris. And then knowledge of the ancients. One we will take, and then just a basic fluid or fluix pickaxe there. Like we have nothing here but a regular barrel, so that's whatever. We are in the basalt deltas, so we'll take that. Actually, I was bone black. We're not worried about bone block. Yeah, we'll take these golden carrots as well. Fly over here. Don't see anything over here or there or there. And I'm pretty sure that that's where we just came from right there. So now we would need to go down, and I didn't want to accidentally look at you, so we'll just slowly float down for that. We're going to click on this, and we're going to get rid of this. And yeah, okay. What do we have here? We have another fan pusher. Smithing upgrade that. Lithium bow with power 4, flame, and reactive. Boom. I'll go ahead and take that. And wait, is there something on this too? That's luck 4. Ooh. That would be tempting. Um, go ahead and take whatever that was that I saw. Some netherite dust, or this, or that. Crying obsidian, that. We'll hit. Actually, we don't. Keep that like this. Throw any of that stuff up there that we could throw up there. Take that, and then oh, it's just a regular bow is soulbound. Then check these. So we got just a absolute ridiculous amount of Enderman here. We don't really need to worry about the magma creams, really, right? Because we technically have a pretty unlimited supply of those with that spawner. I need to click on the chest. Thank you, sirs, for letting me do that. What do you got? Gem of the Warlord, weapons crit damage, max health percentage. Okay. Okay, so that's all that. And then this just goes down to where we were. Actually, no. There's another. We weren't here. Is there a door here? There is a door. Boom, let me in. Trying to find out what's up here. What do we got? We got a regular fluix thing, some blast protection, enchanted golden apple, that smithing thing, and a fleeting bow of whatever, which has some luck. But yeah, okay. Otherwise, we are pretty good here. We now need to just go find some wither skeletons, right? Which we might be able to find some up there at the one place, but yeah, we're just gonna go off this direction though. See if we could find something else. Okay, well, I found another one of these. Ran in here, killed this blaze guy, and then got that wither skeleton spawner from right there. So that's all we need. Go ahead, take that iron because I have space for it in my inventory. But that's all we needed, so we will go ahead and head back home. Backdash home. Get back home like so. Yes, then we can take a bunch of this blaze gold and throw it in there. Iron there, gold in there. That in there, that in there. Nether quartz and stuff. We're gonna go ahead and get some of this stuff down here. Nether quartz. We do have a spot for that, right? I don't think we do. Is there one up here on that? Nope, we don't have a spot for nether quartz. That's fine. We can make one. Make one right here. I click on it. Right there. Netherite dust. We are going to take this up over here. quickly toss it in there. It will come down here as well, and we will put crying obsidian in there and obsidian in there. We will go over here, I think. Goes in there. We'll also hit B. I'm gonna pull out the gold. We have more crying obsidian. We have more crimson iron. We have a lot more nether quartz in that. Magma cream and more blaze gold nuggets. A lot more of that and that. And yes, for now I think that'll actually we grab those out as well. Yeah, we can throw that up in there, that in there, that in there. Miniature red heart for a blue heart canister. That would probably be useful, but I don't feel like going to find one of those. And you're down below in a place that's a pain in the butt to get to. Anyways, we can throw this in there, that in there, that in there. Gold blocks in there, iron block in there. And we have an enchanted golden apple and regular golden apples, right? Do we get regular? No, we did not get regular golden apples. So that goes there, that goes there. Golden carrots goes there. This fancy trophy guy right there. Then we could go down here to nether wart goes there. Magma cream goes there. Enderman heart things go there. Smithing templates go someplace else, right? I think those will go right here, right? Actually, right there. So if we can those, put them in there. Then we just have a bow. We have the wither skeleton spawner, which we need to make ourselves a comparator. And then some clocks and stuff. We also need to make some beheading things. Might actually, what we might do is just make a small fill chamber quick for those and then deal with them later. So if we make a comparator, we're going to need stone. I need some redstone torches, which we'll do of. We'll grab redstone and some sticks. Over here, we'll click on this and type in here redstone. Click on that. We need another quartz. Also, we need one nether quartz. Boom, perfect. Okay, so we come down here, click on that. R on this, click on that. I'm just gonna make a whole stack of those. Then we go like that. There's a redstone comparator. Okay, perfect. So now what we can do is we can set that down and then just turn that off like so. We can then come over here because we're gonna need some sugar, where we will look and see if we can find the witch's hats. So we'll grab the witch's hats back in there because that's how many we need. So we'll go like that. Come over here and go like that to get sugar. Where we come over here and just feed that sugar until it's filled with sugar. Then need some clocks. So we'll grab for redstone. I'll go ahead put that in there. Grab that redstone. We'll grab a stack of clock or gold. Come down here and we'll press U on that and we'll shift click on this. Make 16 clocks and hopefully that's enough. Nope, it's not. Okay. I don't know how many you could put in there, so yeah. Right, there we go. Go over here. Maybe 32 will be Hopefully 32 is enough. If I hit control for stats, no, I'm gonna need a lot more clocks. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need a lot more clocks than that. So let's go over here and take out some gold. Put it in this one and in that one. We can take the netherite out of here. I don't think I have a spot for netherite over here, right? I don't think that's netherite. I don't think that is. That isn't. So we will put netherite right there. While that cooks, let's go ahead and go to sleep. And yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Go to sleep. Run down here. And grab. Actually, yeah, we don't even have grab gold here and grab this. So like that. Oh, of course, now we have a thunderstorm. So what we're going to do here in just a second is we're going to go like this, make 32 of these. Bring this over here and go ahead, fill that up. And then we're going to come up here and go to sleep again. Don't have to worry about thunderstorm making loud cracking sounds while we're... Yeah, okay. Anyways, that is now filled up with that. That now will spawn as quick as it can. So, with that being the case, so if we click on this, we need to make ourselves... Do I make a redstone link? Is that what I want? Or something else I actually... It might have been inside of here in the helpful items. Oh, yes, I think it is. Click on that. We click on here. This here, the redstone remote can be used to wirelessly control redstone devices like levers and buttons. Left click on the device you want to control the remote with to save the frequency, then right click to toggle on and off from any distance. Okay, perfect. So if we click on this, we want to make this. That's going to be redstone, emerald, and 2 buttons. So let's grab all of that stuff. We're also going to go ahead and take this magnet, throw it in there because, yeah. So redstone, 2 stone buttons, emerald. Okay, we bring that over here. Press U on that. Oh yeah, missing the buttons because I didn't make the buttons. 1, 2. There we go. Perfect. We then hit U on that. Go like that. There we go. That gives us that redstone remote. So then we should be able to make ourselves a lever. Right? So make ourselves a lever. So we need a stick. So 1, 2, and a cobblestone. So 1. There we go. Go like that. Put that there. Put that there. And then what we can do is we can break this with our silk touch one again, right? There we go. So we broke it with the silk touch one. We could then make a room to let them spawn in. I don't even think I could really, I don't know how well I can get heads per se. But we do want our stick back that we back in here, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we can go like this. Could be a faster method of building, right? Come on, go up one there. There we go. Perfect. Really? Really? You're gonna do that to me, you stupid whatever. I mean, this is technically big enough, right? 3, spawn in a 3. I'd still prefer it to be one bigger. I just don't know why, for whatever reason, when I'm up here, it's like, you can't see that far. Now it'll let me. Sure, sure. And then if I go like this, here, up this way, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And take this down like so. 2. Go like this. Then what we can do is we can break out section like that because they can't go through too tall, right? And then we put that there. And then we could put the lever on top of it and left click on that, then right click on that to turn it on. Then we should be able to have these guys spawning. I don't think they'll spawn this far out here, right? They'll just be in that room. And I could just do this, and I could hit B, turn that on, and hopefully we can get heads from them. I might need to see about getting a beheading enchant if possible, and put that on there. But now I could also click on that to turn that off without having to try to go in there. But yeah, if I click on that, we did get... Okay, so they can spawn over that far. Okay, that does let me know. But we did get a wither skeleton spawn egg, so we can make another wither skeleton spawner at some point if we want to. But I don't think we really need to. But we didn't get any more heads. If I go like this and we press R on this, if we have wither ribs, we can get that. If we have those, we can get it. Wither skull chips, yeah. But either way, we need that. So we can see if we can get. Is there a beheading in? We can just go like this real quick. Go in here and type in behead. That look like we have a actual enchant for beheading for trying to get that. The only thing we have for beheading would be this. So we would need lots of golden helmets and lots of golden stuff. And I'm assuming that only stacks up to 6, right? It'll stack up to 6. So we would need 12 helmets of each. And then we're gonna need gold ingots and or gold whatever and 6 redstone. Okay, perfect. Okay, so then if I come over here and we go like this, then of course mess up that, we can easily make 12 of those, but not have space for 12 of those. So we'll grab that, throw it there. And then we need to go ahead, probably press B. We could throw some of these other things that we don't really want us right now into here. Grab a couple of helmets. We only have enough for 11 right now. We can do this, that. Press R on that again. And we need helmets. Go like that. Helmets. This. R. Thick. R. Click. So we still need, though, we need 2 more iron. I think I took all the iron, right? Yeah, I took all the iron. Grab 1 block. Then bring that over here. Make another helmet and press R. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Then what we could actually do is go ahead and make sure we have Silk Touch 1. Yep, Silk Touch 1. Break that. There we go. There we go. Come down here. I kind of want to turn that off temporarily, just so I don't have to worry about some stuff. So we'll go down here, right? Turn that off. Break this, 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 and this. And then we will... Here we got our magic bane, just because it's the instant... Oh, come on! Really? Quit knocking me back that far. There we go. We could put that there. Put that there. Then left click on that right there. Come out here. Turn that back on. Or we could right click that. And just let those start flying over there. Yeah. And then if we look in here, we're not going to have any beheading stuff yet because we don't have the beheading things on that. Yep. And of course, let's go ahead and turn that off real quick. Yeah, there we go. Click on that, and then we throw that in there. Then we can put that back in there. And yeah, but yeah, we have a lot of stuff in here that's garbage, sadly. Which means I think I need to make a void upgrade for this one so that one doesn't get all of the armor and stuff, because I'm not worried about that one getting armor. So what do we need? Better void one. We are going to need the regular void one. Gold, diamond, and redstone. For this one, we need obsidian. Okay, so that's actually super, super cheap and easy. We could do that no problem. Need obsidian. 1, 2, 3 crying obsidian, just because. And then we will need 1 ender pearl. Maybe a couple. I don't remember. I don't remember how many we needed. We needed redstone and gold. I think that was all we needed, right? So if we click on here, we click on this, we have everything we need except for that, which is going to be iron and wood. Planks, I believe. If I click on this, and click on that, and click on that, we go like that. There we go. Then let me make this one. Well, we needed a diamond, which I think I have over here, right? Boom, like so. And then we can go here and click on this one here. Get the advanced void upgrade. We have this one up top for getting armors and stuff, right? We don't really need this bottom one for getting diamond armors and stuff, right? So if we go like this, there we go. Block void always match tag. So if we go in like this, put that there, and we scroll down to tools. Now if I press B, we just want to make sure ours is off here. If I go like this, and we have tools there, if I start throwing shovels out, it does that. So we want it to allow tools. Okay. Then we want uh, bows, which actually I think would have been fine as well. Armors. So we want no armors, no tools, and I think these technically count as weapons, right? Swords. Now, they might count as tools as well. If I went like this, if I just... Yeah, okay, so if we just throw all this stuff here out, we can not worry about them. Okay, and then I think this is something different. If we go in here, that's enchantable armors. If I throw that out, does it not? Okay, so it doesn't actually take that back, so that counts as armors. Okay, so we could just get rid of a bunch of this stuff right now, that we don't have to worry about some of this stuff just clogging up its right? Boom, go. Perfect. I probably should have kept that turtle shell helmet to fill mine back up. That's fine. We could do this. And this will just put everything that we can keep back in up top there. Fine. Perfect. Okay, there we go. We have 14 regular bows. That um throw all of that out. I don't think we need the quivers. That scrolls we won't need those, so we do that and say that's fine. That's fine. What we can do now is we can take this, right click on it, and it'll start sending all those guys back down here, which will start getting us helm or things there. But we also want to go like this because that is very loud. And get rid of that. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. But as you can see, we are now getting lots of wither skeleton skulls. We could easily take these out now. We could put this stuff back in there because we don't really care about having it on us, right? Like so. Yeah. Actually, we'll go ahead and take the iron out and just go put it in the thing right here. Boom. There we go. And then we can take the ender pearls down in there. We can put the cobblestone right there. We gold right there, and then the wither skeleton skulls go right there. And then grab 3 of them. We then need our soul sand, which I press B is in here. We can go ahead and take it though and put the soul sand down here and grab 4 of that. And we now have the ability to fight the wither. Of course, we have issues here with lighting up top of the thing that I didn't think about until just now. Okay, okay. Fly back up here. There we go. I don't know how I flew over that, but whatever. Okay, but with this, I should now be able to go like this. And we should come in here and go 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. And that will spawn the wither in there. Where we then walk over here so we don't have to worry about the wither sound. Another music disc. Go like that. And then we come in here and this is probably going to be super loud, but if it's not, we'll be fine. There we go. Boom. Wither is killed. we have ourselves another star. I could put it on any of those, on either of those two spawners down there if I wanted to, and that would let them keep spawning even if I'm not near, but I think that's fine for now. That's the way it is. Okay, but we go like this, take our nether star and just put it in right there. We also got these soul things we could put in right there because that could possibly let us get some more. And yes, perfect. Then run over here, click on this, throw this in here. You then hit Control T. Like I said, if I click on this, but not the end. So if we click on Get Base Summit, then we click on this. So mobs are going to get much, much stronger. They're going to start dealing much, much more damage. They also take less damage because of the armor toughness, the armor, and the pierce protection. But we gain 75% experience from them. We gain 50% luck, and we start having a chance to get perfect gems and mythic gear, along with a lot more higher quality epic gear. We are going to activate it to get that up. We can start getting some more good gear to hold on to, so we can cool fancy stuff with it, live better. But with that, that is some stuff we did. Um, Definitely not what I was thinking I wanted to do originally, but it definitely is useful. We can fight and kill the withers without much issue, right? So what else do we want to start on? Trying to think of here. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and here, click on this. So we killed the wither because it's a crystal. Boom. We also got the 10 endermen, so we'll click on that, and then loot crate of our choice. I'm gonna go with the tool chest again. And we got an osmium pactol, which give us some stuff, but an osmium pactol is just whatever. We can throw that in there. We got a yellow heart container. Okay, so then we go back into here because useful items. We got the axle thing, which gives us another thing there. Anyways, we need to get into this, actually. We really do need to get into this. But to get into this, we still need the runewood sapling, which we can go buy one for a refined soulstone. So let's go ahead and jump down here and grab some refined soulstones real quick. And then we will head upstairs here where my guy is at, and we'll click on this. And if I throw this up here, click on trees, we can find that that runewood sapling, and go like that. You get some of those. Perfect. And that'll finish off that quest. And yep, that was my door for getting in and out of there now. So with this, we click here, we click here. We could then click on the spirit altar. To make the spirit altar, we need runewood planks, gold, and that. Have all of that pretty easily, right? So we here, grab gold. The runewood's up top, I believe, but we do need to grab some of those. So we can put these saplings right there. And the runewood that we do have is right here. So we go like this. We're going to go throw the rest of that in there to make some runewood planks. Now we can then run over here, click on this, Press U on that. Scroll down, click on this so we can get ourselves our spirit altar. Which, for now, don't really have a place for it unless we were to put it on this one. We could always move that thing. Or make a new one of those and move that. So I think, yeah, I think we'll put it on here. Or we do Malum in here. I think that's what we could do. We could do Malum in here. Okay, so we have that. So click on this. We click on that, which gives us this, which will give us some gilded runed iron pedestals, which I believe we need for stuff here. If we then click on this, the other thing we would have needed was an obelisk, which is apparently an optional task, which is some stuff. A diamond pickaxe for a diamond paxel. At this point, I mean, I might be able to just give you any random diamond pickaxe, right? So we could just grab this random one in here, come back over here and be like, yo, oh, I was about to say you disappeared on me. Trying to get you, come over here. Over here. There you go. Thank you. Now don't leave. Thank you. Now, boom. That gave me a diamond alot. Sweet. Not that I need it, but I just wanted to do that one so we had it, right? A diamond alot's what, 1500? A regular diamond tool is 1561, so it's really not any better other than the fact that it can do everything. But yeah, but let's see. So in order to get into this, so spirit meteorology stuff, so hollowed gold ingot and soul stained steel ingot. So this here, to do that, we would need this. So we're gonna need souls for that though. So we would need souls for that, which I believe we get from using this scythe. I'm wondering. I'm assuming if we go in here and type SCY, right? So there are different scythes, but I believe these are just, yeah, mystical agriculture. Not actually any better than like these. That one has 6 damage, has 11. That was iron spells, not malum, so I don't think it counts. And there's the soul stained steel scythe, but we would need the soul stained steel to do that. So yeah, we would need a lot of other stuff. And I don't think that we're going to be lucky enough for this to give us soul fragment, right? It doesn't look like it, but I can see anyways. But we could do that. What do we have in here again? So, nope, nothing for step height ones. So whatever. Okay. Well, we got some stuff done there. We started our Malum stuff. I'm gonna have to read the book and see like what we could do to get it. If there's an enchantment, um, allows the scythe to be thrown when used. Ascension enables the scythe to propel players whatever, and just rebound. So that's all. I mean, that is Malum stuff. So by enemy. Okay, so I don't know for sure. Anyways, we do have a scythe somewhere. Right here, right? So we could take this over here. If I go into here, we throw it in there. Let's have a spirit plunder as well that it can learn. We need 57 levels to do that. So let's here and grab a couple of those so that we can go like that. And that gives us Unbreaking and Spirit Plunder. Didn't make it any stronger though, which does kind of suck. But if I go in here, I could start getting stuff from these guys pretty easily. I don't know if certain things need to be fought to get certain ones or not, or if I could just get whatever from whatever. Man, this thing does not do any damage, and those guys heal, so yeah. Boom, boom. Like that. There we go. There we go. Wow, yeah, this thing does not do much damage at all. But yeah, we could easily do that and fight non-hostile mobs that don't have... Actually, these do have armor. Wow, so even the non-hostile mobs have armor. That is insane to think about. Yeah, we could easily go in like this to get some more of those, but you can see now we have Aerial, Sacred. There's another music disc. We got some Earthern. And yeah, so I don't know what all there is for that, so we'll go ahead right now, bring this down here. If I go like this, this, we could grab those, these, and that. And we could put them in right there. And that worked perfectly there. I'm assuming Malum has a book. I know there's a tome in here too, TOME, right? So we do have like the eccentric tome or the asterisk tome or something. This thing right here, a bookshelf and a book. So we could easily do that. So let's go ahead, make a book or grab a book. Run over here to grab a shelf. And we can make that. And if I click on this, it's gonna lag. It might break. Okay, yeah, it's breaking. You can see down there's where it's doing some stuff, but it's not showing up anything for some reason. I'm just gonna throw that in there. And let's see, is there one in here that says no, it's all Ars Elemental stuff. It's not gonna be that no thing. Um at Mal Encyclopedia Arcanum, Encyclopedia this. So thought we had that. We might have that book. Yeah, I saw it right there just a second ago. Yeah, so if we go in here and we click on this, okay. So we get to this. We make that X Ash. So if we had an Arcane Spirit and Gunpowder, we get some Hex Ash. So let's just see if we can figure out how that works. So if we grab an Arcane Spirit, which we don't have, right? That's not Arcane, that's Sacred. We don't have any Arcane Spirit. So let's see. If I go in here, Arcane is fundamental. So press U on that, R on that. So we get that from Spirit Bundle. But yeah, it says it's not sure. So we could get it from a Spirit Bundle. Don't know if we have the ability to do a Spirit Bundle. It's a relic bag. Basic resource, storage, adventure, which is stuff we can get randomly, random tool, which is cool stuff but not useful. Mechanism, drill, B upgrades, useful in there. Kinetic pool, which is whatever that is. Here we go. What's this? Malum spirits repeatable. So for 4, we can get 8 arcane spirits. Okay, so we go in here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Click on this. Click on here. Say submit. Click on here, and then we can grab arcane spirit. Put in here. Grab one of them and 1 gunpowder. And then does the gunpowder go there, or does the gunpowder go there? Okay, so that floats around that with the gunpowder. Maybe the gunpowder does go there. Okay, yep, it does. I know we did a little bit of this in Stone Block, but it didn't really do a lot. So that'll do that, and that is very loud for me. That'll give us some hexash, which is whatever hexash is. But we get this, which gave us this. There's a spirit jar. I'm not sure what that does, and a light lantern's song. Spirits collected from creatures slain by the crude scythe or any other appropriately attuned tool, while Arcana is the most, or Arcane is the most essential and fundamental of the spirit aspects, and a reliable supply of this is all but mandatory for further creations. Access to all different types is important goal progress towards by all manner creatures to discover what aspects they hold. Jars can be crafted soon that can hold vast amount of any one type of these, and with the lamplighter's tongs one are in one hand, they can be placed as mesmerizing blocks of light. Okay, so I'm assuming all of the, oh no, those are mage lights, never mind. I was gonna say maybe all those are that then, but apparently not. Okay. So we would need to do this, which means we would need this. So if we wanted to get ourselves some hollowed stuff here again, we're gonna need 2 sacred, 1 arcane, and then 4 netherite quartz. So if we go, or not netherite quartz, netherrack, whatever, nether quartz, whatever it is. So we need 4 nether quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We needed 1 spear or 1 arcane and 2 of those, right? Is that what it said? Yes, but we're going to need at least double that to get 2 of them that it says it was to have. So 1, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We need 8. There we go. Okay, and then we will go ahead and actually drop blaze rods off here. Let's go ahead and take this hex ash and drop it off here while we're here. Oh man, there's so much other crap on us that we don't need to worry about, but whatever. There's another music disc. This one? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, so if I was to take this and we went like that, and then we went like that, then we went like that, and of course it's gonna. I'm assuming these go on the pedestals. That if we can't put them in this thing here, so if we do that, is that how that's gonna work then? I'm curious. So if I hover over this, it says there's 8 in there. Is that going to go down to 4 then. Yep, there it goes. It's now doing that. It went to 4. Perfect. And then it'll do it again. Give us the other one. Perfect. Okay, nice. And then we now need the Soul Sane Steel is going to be 3 Wicked, 1 Earth, and 1 Arcane. Refined Soulstone. Okay, so let's go see what we got for that. Let's go ahead though and put the wool away, feathers away, leather away. Go up here and put some of the meats away. So I think I have some of that, possibly that, that. And we have new. Okay, perfect. So we need iron. Then we also needed 1 earth. We're going to need a bunch of these. I don't remember how many. We're just going to grab 16 of them. But I'm going to need 2 earths actually. So if I click on that, we'll click on here. Let's go ahead, click on this again. Click on that. Click on this. We need 3. So we're going to need 6 wickeds in that. And I don't think we have any wickeds. Let's go ahead and click on here. See how many we needed again. It was 4, right? Yeah, 4. And wickeds, we would get 16 of them. So yeah, we just 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Click on this on here. Submit wicked. Nice. Okay. Then we can bring this over here. Put those in there. That in there. Grab the wick. Yeah, I forgot to grab the arcane. Gotta run all the way back over here and grab this arcane. So 1, 2. And where does this keep growing from? Holy crap. Why does it keep growing back? Because of this one? It better not be like from somewhere else. I don't know. But whatever. We can bring these over here, throw them in there, and throw that on there. And that'll give us the 2 of those that we need to be able to get that one done. I do like things that have an interface for you to know exactly what you're doing. A little bit better than like this, but this isn't too bad, I guess. That'll do that. There we go. Grab that off. We grab that off. We grab this off. Yeah, and look at all the stuff we have back in here that we could hit and get more stuff from. Yeah. Anyways, that gave us this quest in here finished from Malum, which gives us even more of this stuff there, which is nice. So it gives us the ability to go down here to the Weavers, the rune working, and the Malum trinkets. Still not sure. We might have to just throw that in there, so that might be more of what that is. So the soul stained equipment. So if we clicked on this, right, and we clicked on this, so we would need 16 earthen, 8 wicked, and 8 arcane. So we would need more arcane, but then we'd need this. We need some more ash. We need basically have everything except the thing. This does some damage plus magic damage. So yep, cool. Spirit repairer. So if you had this, you could use that to repair this. But with that, we have that. Okay, I see. See how some of this works now. I am. I do wish I could get something on this that makes it stronger, though. Spirit Plunder's nice because of the thing. Can we put Spirit Plunder on any Plunder? I wonder, can we put Spirit Plunder on? If we go in here and type in SPIRI, There's Spirit Plunder 3, 2, 4, 5. So Spirit Plunder 5 we can only get from a magical goods loot a loot box or that. So that's what that is. 4 same way. The other one we can get by a falling anvil on something. That looks like that's like the only way to actually get Spirit Plunder is to enchant something and then have an anvil. Do the anvil falling on it method. Or we might even be able to use the tome of scrapping type thing. So the question is, it's like this here was actually pretty cheap to make, right? Yeah, that's pretty cheap to make. So if I grabbed one of these, right? Let's see, extract half the inch. We're just gonna go with extract all. And then if we come over to our anvil, right? We throw that and that in there. You get Spirit Plunder off of it. It does cost 20 levels to do it, though. Ugh. We'll do it. We'll do it. But then if I go like this and throw that on there, does this get Spirit Plunder? It does not. We cannot put Spirit Plunder on there, and that's just going to add on breaking, so it does not change it at all. Darn, so we can't get Spirit Plunder on our regular weapon. That's okay. That's okay. Put those in there. That back in there. Anything we have on us that we don't need from those. Sacred Spirit. I thought, did I just, yeah, I just didn't go away. Okay. Soul Saying ingots. We'll put those in there. We'll put the hollowed gold up there. Let's go ahead. That put away antlers. We're just going to turn that into bone meal. Click there. Gold nuggets there. Cobblestone could go down there. Wood can go there. These can go up there. The runed wood planks can go. Honestly, we probably want to put them over here, but you know what? We'll just put over here. And that. Like all those 3 things here can go into this chest here. As we shouldn't need them. That back in there, that back in there. We had this, venison, eggs, red poppy or whatever. We have just some arrows and fancy arrows and okay. Anyways, with all of that said, we definitely got some stuff working. We got the ability to fight the wither. We now get rid of those guys pretty easily. We have some stuff here. We probably need to clean this out. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned out. So that we can start getting some good stuff from it. Really, I should just go ahead, go like this. Add that to there. Same thing with that. And probably those, even though I don't really need to save them. That'll save time from that. Same thing with the slime. There we don't have to worry about how long it takes to empty these things out. The sticks, who cares about the sticks? Let them take the sticks. The string. Put the string on that list too. Sugars, whatever the sugar is. I mean, granted, we could take some of that sugar out. There we go. If we have that like that, do that. And now a bunch of this stuff. We could also go ahead and flip that switch again and flip it again. Boom. Now all the armor's out of there. The only thing in here is useless or useful stuff. Except the arrows, we can now add the arrows to that because we definitely don't need that many arrows, right? We could just chuck all those out. Say we're plenty because we do have an endless quiver now. And yeah, and now we could just wait and see what we get out of all of that stuff for thing. What was this thing? Oh, that was the gem of the unique. It could levels to efficiency, which I could put that on there to get more efficiency. Which is done again in a smithing table, which is here because I haven't brought it downstairs yet. We would need an axe to break it faster, or the way it's supposed to be broken. So break that. We're just gonna bring it downstairs so we don't have to worry about trying to run up there to get to it again. It could just go right there, which we could then say boom and boom, which would give 2 levels to efficiency, making it have efficiency 7. Nice. And then the sugar is actually up here, so we'll go over here, put that sugar in there. Nice. And then if we come over here and we look at this, we now have some, ooh, look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Holy crap. Explosive damage taken is reduced, gain resistance, magical damage taken is reduced, ignores 74% of its durability damage, but got 6 armor, 6 tough, or, normal armor, normal toughness, but it's got more healing received. It's got speed, like ours that we have on only has, 8 armor, so it technically got more armor. But it's got 2.5 or 7.5 luck. It's got some more, but it's also got knockback resistance and 2 sockets. So we can go ahead and take that. We have a netherite helmet, which has 3 sockets. It doesn't have as much luck. Our turtle one has 5 luck, but with that 3 armor toughness, the 7 max health and knockback resistance, and 3 sockets, I think we're gonna go ahead and swap out. We now have a netherite shovel. 4.5 luck on this. We could get inflict bleeding 2 stuff and wither 2 stuff when we block. Blocking a projectile deals 97% of the. Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. We definitely want to keep that one, even if we don't use it too often. Lucky Shield of the Vengeful, that has just 275 luck, so it's got even less luck than that, so we're not too worried about keeping it. We still get some regular leather pants and stuff, it seems. Wow, is this these diamond leggings pretty good. I mean, plus look at us. We're not just base speed speedy. Yeah. And then let's just go ahead. Jump down here. Open this up. What do we got? Anything good? Guardian gem. Doesn't look like we got really decent gems and stuff. But a lot of stuff doesn't really spawn in there, per se, right? Because we don't really have it set up to spawn in there. So if we go like this, though, and we click on our claimed chunks, and claim and do whatever to those. We do need to go like this and get these here too. Just because. Why not? Yeah. So that's all of that. Anyways, it's been 2 hours. We definitely have a long video here, but we did get a lot done. We got the again, keep saying this. I don't know why I always try to end a video and then get distracted. We have an ability to fight the Wither. We have a very strong sword in Magic Bane because it is ridiculously overpowered. We have a bigger mob spawner. However, I do need to put some more damage upgrades and stuff like that on there so that stuff actually dies faster, right? We have the ability to gain ridiculously overpowered gear now. Some of it anyway. Yeah. Because I mean not well, I think not necessarily ridiculously overpowered. It's heavily overpowered gear. We are super speedy. This here, I have this set up like that, so we do this. I do need to get some stack upgrades to put in here desperately, so that we can get this to keep stacking up. But we do now have lots and lots of that. Again, we have crust stuff there. We have power and stuff up here with an alloy smelter to be able to smelt other things. So we have a lot of stuff we need to do stuff. So we are looking pretty good. I think we're looking pretty good. So we will come back next time where we will hopefully be able to dive deeper into Malum. That is my hope, that we could dive into Malum so that we can see what we actually need to do for this. Because again, this you have to progress further into Malum to visualize this recipe. Again, I'm just gonna look real quick. Does the book itself say anything about that? Like, can I scroll out, or is it just uh need to go up that grand magic? Like, I don't know. I'm assuming there's some other stuff in here that I have to figure out, but we'll get into some of that. I mean, we're kind of up here some. I think I'll need to figure out some of this other stuff here and get it going so that we can figure out some of this other stuff so we can do whatever that thing is. Creation without or whatever. Creation without control. A study on soulwood. Other things, greater obelisks, earthen rights. Yeah. And then I need to go look up again what it is we add to this to make it bigger. Because right now, again, it's 5 by 2 by 5. We could make it much bigger area to where we could have even more things in it. And when we do that, we will probably end up moving it from here to over here and making a big spot for it to be. And yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Please enjoy your day, night, doing whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. As always, force your friends to watch. We will come back next time for some more FTB Skies 2, where we will hopefully, like I said, get deeper into Malum and see what we need to do to start our pyramid. Until then, peace out. See you later.